Welcome back, everybody. So if you're thinking in 2023 about buying a house here in the Milwaukee area, and with all the different websites and platforms out there, you're wondering what is the best place to look online, I have some answers for you here today. So most people will start out looking on free consumer websites like Zillow or Trulia, but agents have a much better tool. We do our research on the MLS. So in today's video, I want to walk you through what are the main reasons why the MLS is a much better tool for doing research on listings. What does the listing status of active, contingent, and pending actually mean? And most importantly, how can you get access to the local MLS? So what is the MLS? So the multiple listing service is the platform that we brokers are using to host our listings online. It is very accurate, it has very detailed information, and very importantly, it is real time. So you know about the status update on a listing the minute it's happening and not a day or 2 days later, which is actually very critical in today's fast-paced market. Before I'll explain to you where to sign up and how to get access to the MLS for free, let me give you a little background and walk you through how the MLS actually works and share with you a few tips and tricks on how to find the best listings. So first of all, it is important to understand that a listing is not static. It moves through different phases, through different stages as it's going through the sales process. For example, it is very important to understand when a listing is going under contract. The MLS shows you the status of a listing accurately in real time, so minute by minute you know where you're at. So let's take a look what the different stages are and what they actually mean. The first status a listing can show up on the MLS is called delayed. This is when they're still working on the house to getting it ready for the market. Once the house is ready to go live, it changes status on the MLS and is now called active. This is when they're ready to start showing the house and also to entertain offers. At this point, a lot of the free consumer websites will also start downloading that data from the MLS and displaying it on their own search platforms. And over time, gradually, you can see that listing pop up in more and more places on the internet. As soon as the seller has accepted an offer, it changes the status on MLS again, and it is now called contingent or active with offer. In a fast-paced market like we currently have, it is not uncommon for nice listings to go under contract within 2 days. So it's called contingent because this is the time period when buyers are doing their due diligence and they are removing the contingency, usually home inspection, financing contingency, and the appraisal contingency. Once all the contingencies have been cleared and removed, the listing changes status again, and it is now called pending. So this is when it's just waiting for the closing. And once the listing has closed successfully, then it changes the status a final last time on the MLS, and it is now called sold. A very common question that I get a lot is, can I make an offer on a property that is in status contingent? So after they have already accepted an offer. The answer is yes, you can, and the seller can also accept it, but only as a backup in secondary position in case the primary offer doesn't work out. Practically speaking, it only makes sense when the listing agent is already telling me the primary offer looks a little bit shaky and they're kind of inviting us to place a secondary offer as a backup. Data quality is another issue, and we take it for granted that everything that we see on the screen is absolutely accurate. But think, for example, about Craigslist, where anybody can basically post anything. The reason why the data quality on the MLS is so high is because it is tightly regulated, and agents who are not 100% in compliance will actually get fined. Speaking about information, not only the data quality is better, there's also a lot more data available on the MLS. This is why we agents like doing our research on the MLS system. Now let's get to the most important question, which is of course, how can you get access to the MLS? The easiest way is to just go over on my website, which is onpointrg.com, and sign up for MLS access. I just need some basic information like which geographic area you're interested in and what price range. Then I can set up the searches and send you an email with the login information and also a short video on how to get the most out of the MLS. If you're just researching and not seriously in the market, that's totally fine. You can use that portal on my account for as long as you like, and of course, it's totally free to you. If you're thinking a little bit more seriously about moving, just let me know. We can easily schedule a Zoom call and go over that, how that would look like. For me, the first thing is always to really understand your personal circumstances. What do you need? What does your family need? What are maybe some of your concerns? And of course, what are you looking to accomplish that I can help you with? And then we can go over the process step by step. How does that work? How we're making offers, home inspection, how we're clearing contingencies. If you also have a home to sell, a big question is usually, how do we do that? Do we buy first? Do we sell first? How do we handle that on a timeline? What do the logistics look like? We can go a little bit over financing options, and of course answer and discuss any questions and concerns that you might have about that. If that sounds good to you, you can also go on my website and schedule a Zoom call right there. You have access to my personal calendar, and just pick a time that works for you, and I'm looking forward to chatting with you personally. And that's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you at the next one.